Hey YouTube, Jethro here. Hope the wind ain't too bad. Quick garden update. Step back and get a good shot. So my Brussels sprouts are doing really awesome. Right there, 12 plants, all of them have Brussels sprouts. When they start getting very big and putting Brussels sprouts on them, you need to pop the leaves off that are on the bottom of the plant and just keep working your way up. Lettuce next to the Brussels sprouts. It's doing awesome. Got a couple different kinds there. Spinach didn't really come up, so I will replant it. My carrots right there, they got overtaken by the potatoes that I tilled up, and I put carrots through there and they're spread out in that row, but potatoes kind of started shading them and they're not going to do anything, or not very much. Potatoes are all looking good. They've blossomed out. I actually dug a couple plants up and stuck them back in the ground. Got me about 6 good potatoes to have green beans and new potatoes the other day. Cabbages, I've been harvesting them and making fried cabbage and soup and stuff, slaw. The red cabbage, haven't really messed with those yet. The beets, they're going to be coming up probably this evening or tomorrow, and I'm going to get them ready to can. What I wanted to show was this 5-gallon bucket that's a little over half full of green beans. Now these green beans, step back a ways, and all I've done, these are about 30-foot rows, if that, but I have one full row here. Actually, I got 3 rows, but this full row and 1/2 of the middle row is top crops. And that's all I picked. I picked them the other day. I just worked a 48-hour shift, got off, come home, and the beans I'd left on, I come up with a half a 5-gallon bucket. The other day I picked about a 5-gallon bucket, and getting ready to go through my Blue Lake 274. They don't put on as early as the top crop, so that's the reason I plant a couple different kinds. One of them is going to last a bit longer than the other. That gives me an extended canning season. All the tomato plants are looking good. My early girls over on the far side has several tomatoes on them now. Here in about 2 weeks, I'll probably be eating tomatoes, 2 to 3 weeks. These are those yard-long green beans. First year I planted them. Don't know how they're going to do. I got to put a trellis up here pretty quick. Out there would be yellow squash plants. On the other side of them, zucchini. Most of them's come up, but I do have about 3 or 4 hills that didn't do very good. My okra, it's kind of slow going. And, I mean, I've seen a lot of people with okra plants, but it seems like around here, the soil is really warmed up. It just don't really take off. But I got 4 short rows of it. The wire around the garden that y'all are seeing, my dogs have a bad habit of getting out here and tearing things up. And out there in the pasture, I got that hot wire. They don't go anywhere around it, so I just run a dummy wire. All that is a nylon cord around my garden, or around this part of it, and they've let it alone. So now I put some more posts out, and I've got to extend that on the way around the rest of the garden. All my peppers are starting to come in. My eggplants are doing really good. We've already plucked a few real nice sized jalapenos, and I've got several pepper plants through here. But it's kind of just a quick garden update. And while we're standing here, forgive the motion. Well, this is Thursday, the 31st of May. Corn's looking really good, but we've had it dropping temperature. Wind switched out of the north, had a big front move through last night, and it kind of blows some of it over. But this ain't the first time that's happened, and give it 3 or 4 days of calm and they usually stand right back up. Corn's already tasseled out, it's already putting ears on, so we're going to have a good harvest of corn this year, and that's the ambrosia. If you guys haven't tried ambrosia, I recommend it. It keeps a better crunch to the kernel, and it's really a good sweet corn. It doesn't get mushy on you real easy. So anyhow, Jethro out.